Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Kyler Murray, the Cardinals. Have yourself a day rolling. Fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. So hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Kyler Murray, the Cardinals rolling. Love the design here right out the gate. Shift, little whirly bird fake, screen down here to the bottom. Great job by the center getting out. Nice peel back block as well. Connor makes somebody miss. Everything except getting in the end zone here. But this is excellent design. So shift. Look at me, look at me. Fake to that guy. Come all the way back on the screen. Pull the guard. Again, beautiful job by the center. You catch any sort of man or match on the back end. The DBs will be running with the routes as well. It's a combination of just world-class scheme. Great call. So first, there's the shift. And we'll talk about kind of the action here. So we're going to whirly bird, fake it here, right? Everything going this way. Look at me. We're going to pull the guard. Everybody going this way. Eyes this way. Routes this way. So we're going this way. We're running. We're matching with them. So the defender goes. That's why there's nobody there. So at the end of the day, we're going to have the back out here on this little flow screen. Just means cross the ball screen. There's one defender. Doesn't really matter who it is. One second level defender who has to come up and make this tackle. Okay, so one defender, the back, and then we've got the center coming out. He does a great job of eyeballing that, covering that up. And then we've got another offensive lineman coming back for the peel. Excuse me. Back to the first level to catch any pressure from the inside out. So again, just a wonderful job. First, let's watch the route down here to the bottom. Watch the DB go with Harrison. So that's why it's so open down here to the bottom. Now we're going to watch the fake, the back and the guard go. Set up. Now watch, track the center, okay, from the snap. Fight through it, eyeball who's got the back, cover him up. There it is. And then on the backside, we've got the backside right guard peeling back, taking anybody from the first level. So boop, boop, just awesome execution. World-class execution, design. Again, make the safety miss down the field. Everything except finding that pylon. Just a beautiful job. I love the center here, being able to fight through this thing, get through the three technique, but eyeball 22. So 22 has the back. So no, there it is. He's got his eyes on him the whole way. This is this is one of, if not the hardest things I think there is for teaching offensive line in the screen game. Whoever has the back. So just because the back's here, he comes across on that flow action. This guy has the second eligible out. So once we disappear here, the second eligible out is right here. He's got it. But the center does a great job of getting through this block, selling it, and then eyeballing here. And then he's able to get up and cover him up. And that makes this huge chunk because there's nobody there because they're running some sort of man-match stuff on the back end, running with that crosser with Harrison Jr. Boop. Again, nice job with the peel from 63, and that's a big chunk play. Just a massive, massive first series play. Next one here, really nice little wrap in down here to the bottom to Harrison Jr. He's the number 2 on the line of scrimmage. And this is just a great job of manufacturing an advantage against middle field open, how they want to match this based on where the third eligible is with the middle linebacker is going to create a huge hole in the middle of the field. So again, beautiful design here. So watch the shift to get to a stack. Okay, so immediately for me, anytime you're going to face what I'm used to calling some iteration of, whether you want to call it brackets, 3/2, whatever the lexicon for you is, these 3 defenders are guarding these 2. And what we're trying to do then up top is the same thing. So they've got 3 eligibles up top. They want the advantage. So they're going to have 4, right? So there's a lot of different ways to cut this. So you can call it 8 billion different things and have a bunch of different iterations in there. But at the end of the day, that's the math defensively. So they're really trying to almost cut this thing in half. Once the Mike in the middle of the 3 linebacker types, once he's going to match to the number 3 eligible, so right here to the boundary and open this way, it's going to create a huge hole in the middle of the field. So that when we're able to come up and attack this little wrap in here with the number 1 coming up and running like a pivot gather to kind of grab this backer and pull him there, it's just going to create a huge hole. Now, again, you also have to mention, or I have to mention, that whatever the hell's going on here is not going to work very long on Sundays. So whatever he's turning, running, turning backwards, that helps as well. But this is a combination of architecture. So first, let's watch the mic up top, the middle of the 3 linebacker types. C44 match to the 3. So he matches to the short side, turns his back. That essentially means 3/2 down here to the bottom. Now watch the safety down here at the bottom of the cardinal. And whatever the hell technique this is, I'm unfamiliar. That technique is called I am terrified of 18. And Kyler does a great job of 3 no hitch. The ball's out on time. 1, 2, 3. Look at him throw it right there. That's anticipation. No one between the hashes. Put it on him. Beautiful chunk. Just making high-level offense look easy. It's a great trait. And again, it's great design here. Watch 44. As soon as 44 matches to the back, it's on. Can't get it out of your hand fast enough. Wide open. Beautiful chunk. Let's go. Next one here. Another nice chunk down here to the bottom to the number 3, the inline tight end. McBride, have yourself a day. It's just a beautiful job here on the little stick nod. Now, again, the Jets are, in a crash and burn situation on many different reasons why, which is beyond the scope of this video. But the fact that I can't tell what this defense is, it's not necessarily an indictment on me being to understand coverage, but I can't tell you what the hell this is. This looks like quarters up top. I'm unfamiliar with this location for this safety. This guy kind of looks like he's playing palms or 2 read. If that was the case, I would expect this guy to be way over the top. They're pushing down here almost to the flat, so maybe it's supposed to be quarters and this corner's just doing his own thing. Whatever. We've got some issue here on the back end. So coverage-wise, who knows what's going on here. Then route-wise here, just a little stick nod, and there's just too much space. And he's able to put it right on him. Now, traditionally, if this was quarter, so imagine that this alignment up here was the same as the alignment we would be getting down here. I don't love stick nod versus that. He's right in the alley. But again, whatever the hell's going on coverage-wise on the back end, we're on the hash and we're playing like a read. I don't know. The Jets continue to get exposed, but this is a beautiful route. McBride, have yourself a day. Ben Steele coaching him up. And I guess that's a stick nod. It's almost like a nod seam. But that loop by the number 2 makes me think that it's more stick noddy. It might just be a seam. He's got a great feel too. There's a little bit, and this is a bit of a stretch here, but really it's just because it's a tight end. Any tight end to me that has the capacity to settle and feel zone and feel windows, I almost think of it as like a verb, like Kelseying. There's some Kelsey vibes here with what he's able to kind of settle, and they're on the same page and put it right on him. And that's high praise. And that might be more a representation of what's going on the other side of the ball. But it's a beautiful job from Kyler. Look how decisive he is. Holding his eyes to the right, back foot, boom. And again, there might not be anybody who's more twitchy or sudden than Kyler Murray. Boom, boom, boom. Everything is explosive. Big chunk, let's go. Next one here, 3rd and goal from the 1. Beautiful play design here. Little keeper from Kyler Murray. Now they're running just power to the right. And there looks like there's an option for Kyler to just keep this himself, because really the only guy who's blocking for Kyler is 85 McBride, the inline tight end. We're going to start an I, shift to balance 2x2, get to 3x1 condensed, run power to the right, and Kyler just takes it himself, walk in. Just again, beautiful job. Everything is working. So the first thing here is to just appreciate the pre-snap design. So we start in I. Okay, we then shift to now it's 2x2, right? We got a wing and a wing. Okay, from here, we're going to motion. Now this is the part to go to school on. So shift, then motion. What happens with the motion? When he runs with him, is that the indicator for Kyler to keep it? Because everyone's blocking power to the right. You can see the guard. He's getting ready to pull. You can see that from the stands. Okay, everything is saying that, but something tells him to keep it. And again, McBride is the only guy here who's reaching. So it's just beautiful design. It's awesome execution, high level offense. Again, the Jets in a tailspin, pun intended. There's the motion. We got offsides as well. Beautiful. And again, you can see 85 on the reach, right? Whoop. Love getting the ball in his hands on the perimeter. And again, the quarterback run game down in the tight red zone, short yardage situation, always kind of change the math for the offense. But again, you can see the guard going. We're blocking this. This is power right. Okay? Would have had to probably bounce if you're going to hand it to him, but beautiful job there. And again, anytime you get a walk in, good things are going for the offense. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Now, this one is probably more an indictment on the Jets defensively, and kind of 85 continues to have himself a day. Beautiful job here, giving your boy Sauce a ride, get off me, and then hurdle someone. Just watch the sideline. The sideline is fired up. Again, I love seeing the energy on the sideline, especially in the league. You got to do something pretty damn athletic to get an NFL sideline geeked up. This is a beautiful job here. Again, they don't have the first right there. You got to get him down there if you're Sauce, up and over, and then it's fired up over there. Love it. It's awesome. So it's 3rd and 7 here, and they're going to run what I'm used to calling like 6-person mesh railroad. So traditionally, mesh railroad is like from the back here, right? He's running the rail, and then we get the mesh here, and there's usually an over the ball. Okay, but 6-person protection. So now we're going to keep the back in for a little extra protection, and we're going to run the rail from right here. So he's running that kind of go. Then we're going to get the mesh coming down here, the over the ball, and here comes the mesh towards us, right? So as he comes under here, we throw it to him. It's man coverage. Sauce doing a good job running with him. He just can't get him down. Too big for corners. So he goes for a ride, can't make the tackle, and now we get a first down. So again, is this great design? Is this good execution? Is this poor tackling? It's probably more poor tackling and great strength from 85. But I mean, you can see the stick on the 40. We got to get all the way to the 40 right there. We're getting tackled at the 35. He just says, hell no. He just wants it more right there. And then even wants it even more jumping over someone. It's a hell of a play. McBride is, I'm not a big fan of rankings in general, but he's having himself quite a season, quite a performance on Sunday. It's a hell of a job right here. Go for a ride. Get off me. Over you. First down. Hell yeah. Next one here. Really cool little long trap pop pass. I always think of Peyton Manning, Tom Brady with this thing. This is a cool iteration of it. Kind of 3 different options. You've got kind of the shallow, the traditional crosser, and the kind of backside in. You can really see Kyler go 1 to 2 here. Again, trying to feed 85. He's not there. Get the ball to 84 on the crosser. Just a really nice job. Again, these are clean, simple, easy reads. So 1, 2, where the ball ends up going, and then 3, if that wasn't there. See how everything's going in the quarterback's direction? And then we're pulling this. We're play actioning here. We're trying to get this second level of the defense to suck up and then put it right in front of them or behind them. Again, it's one of those things where this is not a brand new football play. This has been around for decades. Different ways to kind of get that second level up, pop past it right behind him. But again, Kyler is able to rip this thing. Boom. And you can see that. Well, watch the torque that Kyler Murray plays with. He doesn't necessarily have his feet set exactly how he wants, but he can generate enough torque to rip that thing. And again, the Jets are going to have a tough day watching this film because they've got guys falling all over each other, bouncing off people. It just looks like the Cardinals want it more. And that's a hard thing to see on NFL film. I just love Kyler. He's lined up for that first throw. You can see him looking for 85. No, right? He's matched up. You can see that coverage. Hip to hip, sticky. 1, 2 to 84. All his cleats in the ground. Whoom. I mean, he is full on torquing that thing. Back hip. Whoom. Right up on his face. Get off me. First down. Next one here. This play was really the only massive negative, and it was borderline scary here. You see someone's helmet come flying off there. I thought he was going to scoop and score the helmet. This is dangerous as hell. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to tell you that I know what they're doing pass pro wise here. I will tell you just kind of universally how I think this is best protected. And I'll also kind of show some red flags here. So first off, if we've got a 3-by-2 formation, and really this is just 2-by-2 with the back offset far here, but the 3 eligibles are up here, 2 down here. We have 5-person pass pro. Okay, so that means everybody's going out on these routes. So we've got 5 people to block. The 5 most dangerous to me, now again, every system's a little different, but the 5 most dangerous to me are the 5 guys closest to the line of scrimmage. So I would want these 5 guys blocked. Now, this play, technically you're hot because we get a free runner here and they hit us with a corner blitz. Now, is 4 in the wrong? Who knows? Because the back technically is uncovered here. So they could easily be unsound on the back end, but we're hot. At the end of the day, this is how I think of it. If we're trying to get the ball down here on the Greg Roman special, that's just me being a smartass for a quick out and a go, I would want the pass pro sliding away. Basically, I want the pass pro sliding and protecting my backside wherever my eyes are first. So again, maybe he doesn't know. Maybe it's a pick side read where it could be either side based on leverage. But for me here, in a condensed formation, in 5-person protection, my antenna is already up. Like I've got such a tight split here that I can't tell who's who in the zoo. You know, all 3 of those guys are potential blitzers to me. You know, we don't have to go down here. We don't have to slide down here to the bottom. He's outside leverage and off. So the first thing here is the offensive line looks like they're going here. So they're going these 5. Well, if that's the case, you have to. Now, I'm not saying sometimes. I'm saying your safety depends on checking the hot up here. And really, you're hot, right? And if you were to do that, you know, this probably scores, if not, is a massive play. But we cannot get our quarterback hit like this at any level, any type of football, and it's totally unacceptable in the NFL. So someone is in the wrong, and someone is really kind of lucky that Kyler Murray isn't hurt here. So down here to the bottom. And the other part here is just throw the ball to Harrison. You know, if you like it down here to the bottom, you know, is he nervous that Sauce is going to read that thing and take it? I think if you see the safety in the middle of the field, you got to make that throw. If he makes that play, he's that guy. So the ball could go out to the slot to Harrison down here to the bottom. That would be an answer. But you can't, oh my God. And again, just look at the back. So if we played it hot up top, we could throw the quick out. We could throw it to the back. And I mean, maybe the back's supposed to block. I don't know. I doubt it. 4 doesn't even look like a back. So, I mean, you know, I don't pretend to have the answers. I can tell you that this ain't it, though. So, again, watch the center. See how the center is sliding to the right? Now, again, if they've got a dude up front that we have to slide to every time, if they've got Aaron Donald up here and we feel like we have to get this matchup, well, then we have to know that 3 to the left is going to make us hot. So if these 3 guys blitz, you have to watch this, bro. This is danger ball. This is dangerous. Fortunate to survive this. Again, doesn't it look like he's about to scoop and score the helmet there? Boom. Damn. I mean, whew. Just glad he's all right. Next one here, 3rd and 10. We're going to work McBride again. He's the number 2 down here to the bottom. We're going to catch closed, and we're just going to run away from leverage. 85 just too fast. Got that Ben Steele speed. It's a big-time play. 3rd and 10, middle field closed, man, run away. It's a beautiful throw from Kyler Murray. He was playing on time and was precise with a lot of these ball locations. But this is one of those plays where I think traditionally, you know, unless you love the matchup here, you would think that a tight end versus a DB type would be a tough matchup, especially with someone in the hole area. So they're going to closed here. So you've got outside leverage on this in route, right? So as we work up, we're working together. We've got someone in the hole. Well, he just runs through it and runs away from the coverage. So it's great if you can get in there and run past that kind of hole defender, that kind of robber lurker type. We're just out of there. And again, I would say that safety is probably not in the spot he would love to be in, kind of covering no one. And they're just getting exposed in the back end. And it's great execution from Kyler. This is a beautiful throw. Again, working the middle of the field. And you can see him, get a little erratic there at the top of that thing, settle back down. Pass pro is outstanding. Just rip that thing. And again, look at all the runaways just in the screen. We've got 3 runaways: the shallow, the cross or the over from 85, and then you got the back. Runaway, 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 runaway. Hell of a throw right up on his face. First down. Let's go. Next one here. Touchdown pass. Harrison Jr., the number 2 at the bottom. Inside fade. This is just in the bucket. This is a perfect throw. He was on one. He's on a heater right now. Beautiful job. Back foot. Ball out. In the bucket. Back corner. Inside fade. One-on-one with that matchup. Hell yes. Watch him when he throws this thing right there. He pats it right there. Again, you can see Harrison Jr. working that one-on-one. He's right here. We're already throwing it. Okay, so you have to know what your landmark is, put it into that back pylon. Beautiful throw, touch, arm talent, precision, ball location, timing, matchup. I mean, that's a beautiful throw. That is in the bucket. Catching 0 with no pressure. Good luck. That's a tough matchup for 4. Beautiful job diagnosing it. Great call. Aggressive. Back foot. Boom. Ball out. And again, that is right in the bucket. Right? I mean, that is a perfect inside fade throw. Love it. Next one here. 36 seconds left to go. End of the first half. We're going to run what I'm used to calling a little racer down here at the bottom slot. World-class anticipation. Beautiful job. Get the first down. Get out of bounds. Just a hell of a job. Again, what I love is the decisiveness, the anticipation. This might not be as good of a throw as we've seen from some of the other throws, but it's certainly good enough. So again, what I'm used to calling this little like racer concept, it's almost like a rounded, tight corner. It's got some out vibes, some corner vibes, usually paired with some sort of runaway inside. But this is just a beautiful job. And again, anticipation, y'all. Outside the numbers to the wide side. It's a beautiful job. So first thing here, let's just watch the route from the slot at the bottom. Whoop. So now let's watch the anticipation. When does he let this thing go? Great. Look at the base. It's outstanding footwork. Base, no heel click. Tap it right there. Look at the receiver. He's not even close to coming out of this thing yet. That's not bad coverage, right? We're running out of this thing. He's right in his hip. This is the timing of this beating this coverage. It's awesome. It's really, really well done. It's a high level football, man. Right at the sticks too. Speed turn, get off me. Tight, right up on him. Not sure you need to jump to catch it in your chest, but other than that, outstanding. Just love the anticipation, the arm talent, the easy flick, the torque. It's pretty awesome. We're on a heater. Next one here, another beautiful play call. We're going to run Y leak to my guy 85. Kyler's got a hand grenade this thing out there. Probably would expect him to, if he knew he had a little bit more time, to put a little bit more mustard on this thing. But again, this is world-class design, right? 85, classic leak. I think of leak as not a great man play, but if they're going to try to funnel these reads by the interior eligibles, it's got a chance to pop like this. So what I mean by that is, here's the leak. So he's going to fake block, and then he's running out here, and he's essentially dropped. Okay, so that's the leak part of it. Up top, if it's paired with almost usually with double post to kind of clear that area out. The reason I don't think it's great versus man is because usually there's just someone who's got this guy. So if someone has him and it's just eyeballing him, it really doesn't matter with the run fake if they're disciplined. So again, you can see here as the wing blocks, you can see Sauce try to pass this thing off, or whoever's supposed to have the first out over here as we come out and run this. So he blocks, and then as he goes, you can see him point, like trying to tell someone, well, if we're trying to funnel, meaning essentially like these 4 defenders are trying to funnel these 3 eligibles that are all kind of like in the box, well, it's pretty hard to run fake, and we're going to run fake at these guys, and then tell them to get a funnel read and catch someone who's blocked and now coming across on the shallow, who then decides to take it up on the leak. So from that standpoint, it's really more of a kind of man match situation at the line of scrimmage. So you've got true kind of matchup on the back end. They're running with man coverage. They can't funnel at him because we're running essentially fake counter right at that will backer. And again, we just hand grenade that thing out there so we don't take a hit. Chuck and duck. It's a great job by Kyler Murray just being able to get it off because he does have 2 free runners right in his lap. But man, a better throw, and that's even a bigger play, right? That's awesome. Really awesome design. Locked in, taking advantage of what they're trying to do defensively. Again, you can see here, let's just pretend that we know what the defensive call here is, right? And so these 4 defenders are responsible for these 3 eligibles. Okay, so we fake here. Okay, is that the number 1 now? Probably. So that would mean that this guy has him. Okay, so now we're going to block and run out this way. So this means the guy, he's the number 2 out this way. So we're asking him to run fit and then run with essentially a vertical of a dude who's having a day. It just puts them in a significant bind defensively. Who's who in the zoo? Who you got? I got him. You get him. Wait, what? I'll rush the passer. Fuck it. Whoop. Chuck, duck, fair catch that thing. Massive play. Get up and get you some more. It's awesome. Last one here. Another Kyler Murray touchdown run. This is just zone read with an arc. It's an easy read. Again, it's one of those things for me where you face a guy, meaning a quarterback who can run it, and you face a team that will call design quarterback runs. You can have the math. Like you can say, okay, we'll make this tackle. We'll fit here. We have enough people one-on-one. You still have to make the tackles on what's oftentimes nowadays one of the best athletes on the field. So if we're running zone read, so we're just reading this C-gap defender right here. This is an easy pull read. I mean, he's hard charging that thing the whole way. We are arc blocking down here to the bottom. So this is blocked. We got one-on-one block down here, MDM right here. The only guy who's going to make this tackle is right here, the free safety. So it's essentially a tackling drill between the tight end, between the quarterback and the free safety in open space. So as we come out and try to fit this thing, he's trying to make this tackle. It's just not going to happen very often. And again, it's kind of not fair to asking him to come from the post and make that tackle either. But this is what the quarterback run game does. So to simplify it to its absolute core, this guy versus this guy to the right for a touchdown. Now, it's not that simple, but it really is. I mean, some other guys could defeat their blocks and make a play or squeeze it. But at the end of the day, that's a tough spot to be in. Easy pull, got no chance, barely touch him. And again, one is not the most physical guy in the world down here to the bottom. Whoop. Got all sorts of guys on the ground, and it's just what the quarterback run game does to a defense. Again, they have the answers, right? Their answer is working right here. It's okay, yeah, just come up and tackle him. Sure. But you can't even touch him because he's such a good athlete. So one-on-one here is a win for the offense. It's one of those things where you can rep the hell out of this. This is a tough spot for damn near any defender. Whoop, whoop. Just run away. Jitterbug. Whoop, whoop. Other guy's on his knees, crawling, trying to make the tackle. Look at the effort from the guy who's being blocked by 84 versus Sauce. Crawling, clawing. Business decision. So that is a wrap. Kyler Murray, the Cardinals are rolling. The Jets struggling. Offensively for the Cardinals, I thought Kyler Murray played really well. Really, besides for that one pass protection malfunction, disarray, borderline dangerous play. Not borderline, dangerous play. It was really outstanding. I love the timing, the rhythm, the precision. Obviously, Kyler Murray is a unique athlete as far as how powerful he is. He's electric when he runs the ball, how they use him in the quarterback run game in that kind of red zone-y, tight red area. Really impressive. There were also some beautiful just overall play designs, big screen pops, Y-leak pops, perfect calls to kind of take advantage of the numbers and matchups versus the Jets. It was outstanding all the way across the board. That was a fun film to break down. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.